Things to be grateful for. Welcome to Wealth Through Stories. There are three kinds of stories. Our big story, often referred to as our signature story, is our story of the past. Our turning point stories are stories that reflect significant changes or turning points in our life. Our everyday stories are the stories that unfold in our daily life. In the next few weeks, I'm going to position you to find those everyday stories. This is a foundation to position you to find your personal story, which we will address next. So hang in there. The pieces will all come together. So how do we find those everyday stories, and how do we find them every day? A great place to find stories is simply look around you. Take a moment right now to let your eyes sweep around the room. Then choose one item, just one, and look at it again more intently. If possible, pick it up. And this time, turn your thoughts to gratitude for it. Make a statement about why you're grateful for that picture on the wall, the receipt thumbtacked to the bulletin board, or the sweater draped over the chair. For example, you may pick up the pen on your desk and think, I'm grateful for this pen because I used it to write a little love note to my husband last week. Perhaps you automatically reached for your cell phone. I'm grateful that because of this little handheld device, I can talk to my son who lives on another continent. Even a cup of coffee evokes its own token statement of gratitude. I'm so grateful for this cup of coffee. Without it, I'd have a hard time getting started in the morning. You get the idea. The idea is simply to cultivate an attitude of gratitude. This all by itself will be a springboard to finding stories. Leo Pascaglio, author, says it well. Every day is God's gift to you, and how you live it is your gift back. Sometimes stories are right in front of us. We live the story or we watch it firsthand. Sometimes we may not recognize a story until later, as we recall a particular event and tell someone about it. In either case, the key is to expect the stories to be around you and anticipate their discovery. They exist. They move and flow around you. Know that stories are there and expect them to make themselves known. Soon you'll become more aware of their presence and your expectations will be fulfilled. Expect to find stories. So how can we find more stories every day? It's really quite simple, but it will take discipline. If you really want to find more stories than you can count, I encourage you to embrace this simple but powerful exercise. Before you wrap up each day, take 15 minutes to reflect on your day. Then, in a notebook, gratitude journal, or the computer, write 10 things you're grateful for each day, at least 5 days a week. Do you know that just following this simple exercise 5 days a week, 4 weeks a month, before the end of 5 months, you would have written over 1,000 personal things you're grateful for? As you develop the attitude of gratitude, it will shift your mindset to finding more stories than you can count. It is with this new mindset that you will uncover a deeper meaning to your story matters.